All right, guys, let's go into the next game of this week's iCast Your Freaking Awesome Replays. We are going to continue the Ghost Town Challenge and a regular from chat up here in the top left. So I'm convinced it's almost definitely a Wob Wob who sent in this replay, where, of course, he tried to win without killing any of the opponent's buildings, or killing as few of them as possible. Basically, trying to win the game while just going after the workers, going after the army. There's a lot of creative freedom in how these games could have gone. I have no idea what we're going to see. Down here in the bottom right, in the blue, it's Kangaroo Sack. Have I told you guys, I used to have a bottle opener that was actually, I'm not even going to pause this game. I'm going to keep that playing. I'm going to do a quick Google image search to show you guys my old bottle opener. Kangaroo Balls bottle opener. Yeah, I used to have one of these. These are the greatest thing. If you ever come to Australia, buy one of these. It's a bunch of kangaroo balls that they've put a bottle opener on top of. Oh, that one's even shaped like Australia at the top. It's the best. However, when it gets old, because it's all hairy, it does soak up a lot of alcohol and start smelling pretty bad. Heads up. But then, I mean, to be honest, for me, I feel like that just plays into the thing. I mean, it's a set of balls. Surely it should smell. So I think this player down here probably has one of those at home. It was like, they were sitting there like, what do I call my StarCraft account? And they saw the bottle open up because they just cracked a beer. And they were like, you know what? Kangaroo Sack. Let's do it. I'm sure someone's like, he means the pouch. That's what he's talking about, the pouch. No, I'm pretty sure he's not. That's a pouch. That's not a sack, guys. There's a difference. Anyways, Wob Wob goes for a little Scouterino, and then hides in the corner of the base. This Drilly boy. Whoo-hoo, Daredevil. All the other SCVs dared him. They're like, you wouldn't hide in the back of the Zerg base. He's like, I would. I'm not afraid of any stupid bugs. They're like, you wouldn't hide back there. Now he's actually, just because his friends dared him to, he's hiding in the back of the Zerg. Guys, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it? If they dared you to jump in front of traffic, would you do it? No. Wob Wob's SCV, though, unfortunately never learnt that lesson. And if he survives, well, damn, that would be insane. We'll keep our eyes on him. Meanwhile, Drone going out to the third. Reaper's going to come in. Drone barely escapes over there. And he's like, let's get some drones. Sees no drones on the low ground. Zergling's going to come forward. Wob Wob going to do a bit of micro here. While we've got a bit of downtime here, is this Reaper just... Oh, wow, they're going to chase him off creep. Wob Wob's like, okay, yes, I will kill all your Zerglings. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice micro. If you guys want to play the challenge for next week and get your replays cast, guys, as always, you can type !ICYFAR, I-C-Y-F-A-R, I cast your freaking awesome replays. Type that in my chat, even if I'm offline, and it will give you the challenge, it'll give you the email, and the rules on how to submit, so that you have a good chance of getting your replay chosen. The challenge is snake every building needs to touch another building, including creep tumors. And remember, hatcheries, command centers, and nexus, you can still build those on location, but every other building has to be touching another building. So your buildings need to be kind of snaking around. I would love to see someone just build like a snake of depots and barracks down. Obviously, if it goes there, you can build the next one there. And then go doot, 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 doot. Or you can start from a nexus, but I really want to see people just snaking their buildings into the middle of the map, just so I can be entertained. That's essentially me just wanting to see really stupid building placement. It's a high-level challenge, which anybody can do with just about any strategy. So we're giving you guys a lot of creative freedom on these recent challenges so that you can surprise us. Meanwhile, Joel, the very brave SCV down here, is... Oh my god, he's going for it! He's like, oh, I can do it. I think I'll get out as well. He's on his walkie-talkie. He's like, they're making a lair. They're making a lair, boss. Full mineral line. Full mineral line. Link speed's making. All right. Can I go home now? The commander's like, no, hold your ground on creep. I need you to confirm the lair timing. And he's like, really? Really? Oh, fuck. Sorry, Joel. That was a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Hellions and Reapers do end up coming down, and that is an armory. Blue Flame Mass Hellbat. Blue Flame Mass Hellbat. Oh my god, Wob Wob. Oh, Roach Warren goes down. That's exactly what Kangaroo Sack needs right now. These Lings going to try and lead the Hellions and Reapers on a bit of a chase. Just trying to buy themselves some time. And you really want to see that armory if you're Kangaroo Sack. The Hellions, though, do find the Lings. And it's toasty death for those Zerglings. Revenge for Joel. A few more depots going down at the front. A little bit of a supply block here. But Blue Flame, Armory, all going to be finished. And about, how many, we're up to 8 Hellions. About to be 9. And They're going to be building 3 at a time. That's a lot of Hellions. You do not want to be Ling backstabbing against someone who's building Hellions 3 at a time. That's... Oh, no. There's nothing there! Kangaroo Sack, what are you doing? Oh my god, this is the opposite of keeping your drones safe in your nice, warm, moist pouch. That's right, kangaroo pouches are moist, for those of you who didn't know. Just in case you thought it would be nice and nice place to hang out. It's moist, it's gross. Don't get in there, it's weird. He's going to try and backstab. Doesn't lose too many. It was only 8 workers to start, but these Lings... Oh, you got to get out of there, dude. The Bernie cars are coming. The Bernie cars are coming. He still doesn't know that it's 2 factory either. Wobwob's hiding it. Okay, blue flame's being shown. At this point, Wobwob's like, let's go. 12 Hellions. Roach speed's on the way, but there's no Roaches building, and he's almost supplied. Why is he still massing Lings? No, Kangaroo Sack. You just saw like 20 Hellions coming. Build Roaches. Build Roaches. He's still not building Roaches. Oh, fuckity. 4 Roaches start up just now. Blue Flame Hellions at home trying to defend. That's so many Lings, they might even get through. Oh, God. It's a barbecue. Kangaroo Sack is like, oh, I might be Australian, but I don't like barbecues. I'm very unpatriotic. Oh, meanwhile, oh, good micro on those Hellions, getting in the gap of the minerals. Back at home, the drones get massacred on this base. Wobwob's like just smashing it. That one Roach tries to hold the door, but unfortunately he's not fat like Hodor. Does not manage to do it. These Hellions going to run in that main base as well. Not clicking on the drones just yet, but oh god, Kangaroo Sack's economy is so fucked. Map hack much? Map hack much? What? I can't tell. I do that sometimes when I'm joking. When I've just been totally dicked by an opponent playing better. I'm like, oh, that. What? What? He's like, well, you knew I was going Roaches, so you built Blue Flame Hellions, the natural counter, and then you hacked into making me build Zerglings instead of Roaches when my Roach Warren was done. I don't know, man. Oh my god, the next game's actually from Eon Blue. Oh my god. Okay, guys, we're going to go straight into the next game. We're going to do Game 2 and Game 3 as one VOD since that was so damn short. Up here in the top left-hand side... In the red, representing Gamers League? Oh, no, I don't think that's Gamers League. It's just GL. It's Gyarados. This is a GM game, by the way, guys. This is a 6K MMR game. Down here in the bottom right, in the blue, it is Alishar. Now, Eon Blue might have sent me a sneaky, a little cheeky screenshot, because we always chat and we talk about our games. He might have sent me a cheeky screenshot of him taking down Lambo in a Zerg vs. Zerg. On Discord the other day, and I was like, oh, he stole so much of Lambo's MMR, it was gross. So yeah, Eon Blue's been really good, man. He's gonna go 16 hatch down there, start droning up behind it. And ZVZ without killing buildings, I guess you just do non-stop Ling Bane or like Roach Run buys, you just try and go around there. Isn't a baby kangaroo a tiny 2-inch little creature? Didn't I see this in a nature documentary? I think it's pretty small, Deathstrike. When it's first born, I think it's like really tiny. Yeah, I'm not sure how big it is, but they're super cute. I watched a documentary on this one guy who like gets ones that are injured and stuff, and he goes and protects them all. And he's just this guy who lives out in the bush, and he has and he's bought this big plot of land just to keep them on. So he has this family of like protected kangaroos, and sometimes he releases them back into the wild when they're ready to go. But like he has all these babies at once, and he's just got them hanging in pillow sacks around his room. He just lives in this like room in this like shed-like building. He lives this like super basic lifestyle, and he just raises kangaroos, and they're like his fam. It's like the cutest thing ever. And he just has like all these baby kangaroos hanging in pillowcases off like his bed and off his walls, and he like feeds them with a little milk bottle and stuff. And I'm like, this is a bit weird, but also adorable. It was great. It was great. They're the cutest little things. And then there's like the alpha of the pack. I forget what they're called. So a group of kangaroos, for you guys who don't know, is called a mob. A mob. And I can't remember what the head one is called, the alpha one. But basically, for those who haven't seen, the alpha one, they have like the most ripped pecs you've ever seen. Because what they do when they fight is they grab you with their little claw things, and they hold you, and then they lean back on their tail, and they do like this crazy kickboxing kick. that can just like crack your skull and kill you in one kick. So when you see kangaroos fighting, they're both just trying to grab each other so that they can hold them and land a kick, and they'll both keep trying to kick each other in the gut. It's pretty brutal, man. So it's really funny because there's like the one he raised from a baby, but now it's become the alpha of the pack. So whenever he's hanging around the like adult ones that are all recuperated, all it does is it's like, oi, get away from my fucking family, mate. And he like has to like constantly dodge it. And it's always like walking up to him and like trying to grab him. And he's always like pushing it away and palming it off and stuff and just dodging it from like latching on. And I'm like, he is like one moment of inattention away from this kangaroo just fucking killing him. It's like, and the guy's just like, oi, chill out, buddy, chill out. And he's just like, he's pushing it away and he's like, calm down, man. And it's like he raised it as a baby, but now it's the alpha, so it's got to assert its dominance and it sees him as a bit of a threat, so it's always trying to fight him. But anyway, random kangaroo sack stories aside, pretty standard openings for both sides. Alishar has droned a little bit more here. Not a lot. Pretty similar openings. We've got 2 queens on both sides. Third queen is about to pop for Gyarados. Meanwhile, it looks like Alishar is going to just use 2 queens and focus on being the aggressor, whilst Gyarados is like, okay, defensive Banes, couple queens. This is the most EU opening ever, by the way, defending with 2 Banelings, 2 queens, and 2 Zerglings. This is like, I don't need any more than that. Does see Lings rallying across, decides to make a few more Banelings. A good choice from Gyarados. You don't want to be too greedy. And Eon Blue going to start trying to go for that third base. Of course, Alishar is Eon Blue. I'm going to keep calling him Eon Blue because I'm used to that. Oh! And yeah, good defense so far by Gyarados. He's just got to make sure these queens stay alive. They're the anchor of the defense. Does he have a safety Baneling up on his main or natural? He does not. So if these Banelings get lured that way, Eon Blue will dive into the main base. But the Evo Chamber comes down to at least limit that. Gyarados doing some really good defense. And behind this, +1 range is on the way for Alishar. Roachhorn as well. Alishar, Eon Blue. I'm just going to go back and forwards like a terrible caster. Sorry, guys. Lair is on the way there, a little bit faster. And Alishar does have the worker advantage, but is that going to last? These 3 drones are exposed. They're going to go down. Tries to run. 1 does go down. Actually, the 2 others do survive. Quick response there. No Banelings on the defense right now. Alishar, Eon Blue being so greedy on the defense. But I think that's the correct call. He's read that his opponent's investing in extra queens and Banelings. Isn't really committing to any offense. His opponent's pushing his drone count as well. So we're in a gentleman's agreement droney war here. Ooh, 2 Lings take a Baneling to the face. That Ling runs in for the scout. Eon Blue sees the lair, which is actually behind his, but he doesn't know that timing. Oh, good Baneling on the defense as well. And both sides very even in the workers, 48 to 44 so far. And here we go. Oh, that Ling going to hit the spawning pool. Very impactful. Nah. Love to see him hide there, maybe make a Baneling, and then sneak some Lings in later. Roachhorn's there. We are going to see drones going on the gases and then transferring to the third. If you leave a queen in the wall, really good for stopping run-bys. Allows you to just focus on defending the third. Gyarados' worker count is insane right now. Hot damn. Hot diddly damn. That's a good worker count, man. Alishar, Eon Blue catching up. He does have the faster upgrades in tech, though. Already getting into his Roach production. So he's going to be the aggressor. Lings going in, taking Banelings out. Kind of nice at this stage to not trade your Lings for Banes, but actually keep them alive and then just try to backstab here at some point or snipe the 4th. Like if you got 20 Lings alive, you can just wait until your Roaches start trading and then come in with this surprise maneuver when your opponent's kind of forgotten that the Lings are on the map. That can be a really nice move. Like even just that little run in, waste a bit of mining time. Good plays there. Fast 4th is on the way here for Gyarados. Eon Blue's going to come across right now. +2's already on the way for him. His second Evo Chamber's up, but he hasn't had the gas to make Carapace just yet, or at least the focus. Ooh! Those Lings headbutt into those Banelings and do get ravaged. Another Ling slides in, Serral style for the scout. Very nicely done. It's 12 Roaches for Alishar, aka Eon Blue, up against the 7. Starts his Carapace. He's way up on upgrades. Starts 4 more drones and goes for his own 4th. So he's got the Roaches. They're forcing a ton of defensive Roaches out of Gyarados, who's worried seeing such a big pack of Roaches come. But Eon Blue just going to pull back. Just going to work that upgrade advantage. He's actually up in drones now. And we are seeing this game stabilize. Both players playing a little bit odd for this map. I'm so used to seeing gasless wall-off play, like skipping the Ling Bane stage on Cyber Forest because it's so small. But they're playing more as if it's a bigger map, which is not bad, not bad. Just rare to see on Cyber Forest. Just clearing my throat there, guys. Didn't want to put you under the pain of listening to me just going for the last 30 seconds. Sorry about that. Muted my mic for that one. Lots of casting to start off the day this morning. Ooh, Roach is running forward. Oh, big bile does land on Aeon Blue's army just there. And here we go. He's going to rotate around a little bit. Lots of Roaches and Ravagers on both sides. Those Lings get F2'd back through the gauntlet of Roaches. They do go down. And they are going to fall. This Roach is starting to work on that. Those Roaches for Gyarados look like they wanted to run by, but I think Gyarados is just so scared of the army right now that he's going to pull back. And 2-1's about to finish, guys. Oh, Aeon Blue timing this out perfectly. That's why he didn't rush his +1 armor. He was waiting for it until +2 finished. Ooh, look at that. It's almost identically timed. Synergy. Oh, I have such a boner right now. I like things that line up, guys. I'm weird, I know. Roaches and Ravagers coming in. Good move forward from Gyarados, but a few of his Ravagers were trapped up front. Aeon Blue's Ravager is going to go down, though. I don't know if this was the best fight for Aeon Blue. It was a good angle, but just the faster reinforce and the more numbers there for Gyarados, I think this does turn in his favor pretty hard. Good split off there. Okay, these Roaches going to start to pick off drones. That's good. Try and get at least 2 or 3 drones here is going to make this a bit more worthwhile. Only damaging a few of them, though, not quite finishing them off. These 2 Roaches going to start picking off as well. Because Aeon Blue's a little bit behind in the army now, even though he's ahead in the upgrades, I think, yeah, I like the Nidus Worm. Using that Changeling, that's going to be nice. Big counterattack coming. Oh, he doesn't really have many Ravagers anymore. It's going to be rough. He's going to try and fight here in the choke, though. Gyarados caught in the choke point. Does lose 2 Roaches. Ravager takes a lot of damage. Nidus pops in the main. Gyarados is like, oh, crap. He's going for Lurgus. He's actually just going to keep pushing forward to try and keep these Roaches at home. And Alishar, Aeon Blue, at the same time, unburrows 3 Roaches, or unloads 3 Roaches in that main base. A few more Roaches do run out and try to rejoin the army. Bit of a control group mess up. Ooh, those Ravagers finish morphing. Barely dodge those corrosive piles. Aeon Blue's going to try and push through the front. These Roaches starting to work on those drones. He's just going to keep backstabbing his way to death here. Aeon Blue trying to turn his opponent's base into a ghost town. It's not going very well yet. His opponent's got 65 workers. Did he just try to block him with a... That was a Nidus Worm force field attempt, guys. He just tried to slow the army down by putting a Nidus Worm in front of it. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Very, very cool. You used to be able to do that when it was invulnerable, and it couldn't be focused down. So there was some really gross things you could do with that. Especially on a map like Yonsu or something like that, with a single space gap, you could actually block their army from retreating with an invulnerable structure. Almost never happened, but when it did, it was the most disgusting thing ever. Roach Ravager roaming around. Is there another Nidus Worm? Yes, on the south side. So he lures him up here. He says, come and chase me, come and chase me. He's just going to keep backing away, just baiting him out of position. Meanwhile, Roaches run in there, go for the workers. Another Nidus in the main at the same time. Oh my god. Gyarados trying to play whack-a-mole right now, and Aeon Blue playing dickhead mole that just keeps popping his head up and going, hit me, hit me, hit me, ha ha, where are your workers, dickhead? Hey look, come and fight me, come and fight me. Every time Gyarados tries to send this army to deal with other stuff, Aeon Blue runs in, starts a fight, and then runs away. Every single time. These Roaches pop back out of this Nidus, go back into that mineral line, another Nidus in the main base. Oh, what a D-bag. Oh, big Biles, but no, he moves straight through, avoids the Biles, jumps on top of the army. Gyarados has split too many Roaches to defend the counters. Aeon Blue roaming around these bases, and he jumps on top of this army opportunistically. He says, okay, we are going to make your army disappear. Forces him to pull back up that ramp. Trying to get out Hydras and get towards Lurkers is Gyarados, but he's just being pulled apart by the positioning. Aeon Blue just going in with the multi-prong attack with some beautiful Zerg versus Zerg play, and turns his opponent's base into a ghost town. Not really. There's still a good drone count, but he did go after it. He killed a lot of people. Maybe it was a ghost town. I mean, it was a ghost town in that there was a lot of drones that had been rebuilt, but there was a lot of ghosts of drones hovering around the mineral line as well, haunting it from how many had died. GG, well played, Aeon Blue. Thank you very much for that. What was the exact comment in the previous game, guys? Nice map hacks reported? I feel like that'll be the title for game 2 and 3 or something like this. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed. This is the first week back doing ICFAR, so not bad games at all considering we didn't have that many submissions. If you guys want a chance to get your replays featured, send them in. You've always got a good chance. The general rule of what gets picked is you can bend the rules slightly, even if you break it once or twice in a match. We don't care, as long as the game is funny enough that it's still awesome, right? You can always bend the rules, be a little bit flexible, try to follow them, but if a game you accidentally break the rule once or twice throughout it, but it's an amazing, hilarious, just gem of a game, we like those true snowflakes, those truly weird snowflakes. Put another map hack on the Barbie. That's the dumbest title ever. I love it. Slothsome. Put another hack on the Barbie. Toss. It should be toss. Toss another hack on the Barbie, mate. Dumbest name ever. I love it. So stupid. Thank you very much, Slothsome, for naming that YouTube video for me. Thank you, everybody, for watching IC4. See you next time.